So this is the page we're on. Let's see if I can connect to the Wi-Fi. What is the forwarded Verizon MiFi default Wi-Fi password? Gotta find the password, and I think it's inside here. Typically located on the back or bottom next to the QR code. There is no QR code, same as the Wi-Fi password shown on the device's screen or label. There's no Wi-Fi, but there is a Wi-Fi. Oh, you know what I bet it is? I bet it's the Wi-Fi SSID. You know what it's been like? Twice, hold it down. There it is. I guess you just hold it down. Like I said before, if you weren't on, you can use a TP-Link or this Orbic, which is currently $30. There's a couple of them on Amazon if you want to do this little project. You may decide after watching this, no way, dude, this is too much. I'm not that big of a nerd. And I don't care if they're monitoring my cell phone in my area. The cell phone I put in my pocket is monitored completely by Google and all the other ad companies that run software, Facebook. I mean, it's not by chance that you get targeted advertising for the conversations you have that day. I got some other shirts too, but if you guys want me to do a stream sometime on things about the James Webb, I will. Just put it in the comments on the video on YouTube. I bought an Orbic MiFi model. What model is it? 400L, RC 400L. And I know the login to Wi-Fi should be admin, but I can't connect to Wi-Fi. What should I try as the password? See, you kind of have to tell ChatGPT that you own it, otherwise it thinks you're hacking, and it'll say stuff like, well, that doesn't sound legal, and I can't really give you advice on how to hack into something, so I'm not going to tell you. But if you tell it I bought it, then it kind of bypasses that. So, most likely password. No, hotspot's Wi-Fi password. The admin password equal Wi-Fi shows the Wi-Fi password in its little LCD menu. Here, let me show you guys what it says. 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi info. Yes. Hey, there's the password. Sweet. Okay, let me show you guys what I did. So there's only two buttons on this whole thing. There's two buttons on this. There's that button right there, and then there's the power button that's on the front. The power button is basically your enter button, and your scroll is this button right here on the top. So you can go through all of your main screens, and then like your 2.4 info is in here, and then it tells you both the SSID, which is blah 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 F8, right? Yep, F8, and then the password below it. Yeah, let me see if I can connect to this. I should be able to. It does time out after a bit. So password is 5ECD30F. Trying. I'm just going to move this camera. There's Verizon F8, so 2.4, 5. Yeah, F9. Verizon RC 400L F9. Device setting 2.4. All right, 2.4 is the only one with a check mark. Look at that. That's why it's only doing 2.4, is because there's only a check mark. It's hard to see it's too bright for it. Just trust me, there's a check mark on 2.4. Hey, it's connected. It was just a me typing it in wrong thing. Yep, so I'm connected to it. 192.168, that 1.1. So let's go back up. And all these links are in the stream info. Installing from the latest release. Make sure you've got one of Rayhunter's supported devices. It is. For the we're not doing TP-Link. Decompress the platform.zip. I did that. That's it right here. This is the decompressed for Windows. This may brick your device. I've bricked devices before. Failed to install. Detach and claim interface. Failed interface driver. Oh, yeah. Got to install some USB driver. Windows USB installer is known to be buggy. Yeah, I know. Install the Zadig USB driver. Maybe don't do what I did again. There's an application. Right. Yep. I believe Zadig. Installing the driver. Could have done it on my Mac. So I was at a hotel last 2 days, or last night. So I tried setting all this up on my Mac, but now I'm home, so I tried setting it all up on my Windows, because this is really where I want to do it. So, who knows? I need to get them both set up, though. Oh, I didn't even do what I was supposed to do. Maybe I need to do that. And then just to know that there's these devices out there sucking our data down, and they don't even necessarily have to get a warrant for it. Like, I want to know if I'll just leave it in the car with me, and if it turns red, I'll be like, oh, okay, now I know there's something going on over here. And I drive through Aurora when I work out at Buckley. So Aurora has one of the most corrupt sheriff and police forces in Colorado or the states. I wouldn't doubt that they're not sucking down all kinds of data about us. Let's do the instructions. So, options, list all devices, and then let's find the. Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm blind. Select RNDIS. Yep. All this looks the same, and we'll do replace driver, since I think it might have already installed it. I've already got the latest version of the Windows x64. There it is. It says open a PowerShell terminal. Okay, installed successfully. I think that part is good. Now we do the PowerShell terminal by Windows R and typing PowerShell. Okay. And then let's go to where it is. That's another reason I wanted to record all this. So if you really did want to do it and you have no idea, you could kind of follow along, even though it's taking forever and I'm not like super efficient. CD2, I think it's an F, isn't it? Run the install script. Okay, I think now it'll work. Weird Windows with its backslash. Installer.exe. Orbic. Yes, waiting for boot. Alright, so just gonna watch and see what happens here. It should reboot. I heard the reboot ding dong. It's booting up. It looks like it's booted. I'm getting all the screens now. ORB 400L. So it looks like it's running the old software. So maybe we could get updated. It says it did it, but I don't believe it. Let's go to. But it looks like it's the Orbit web page. And the password is, we're going to try this network install, but it's connected to my Mac because I don't have a Wi-Fi connector on my Windows desktop. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to do it from my Mac. All right, so this is on the Mac. Next best thing to being able to share the screen is to get it to show up like a whiteboard on my camera. So now we will follow these instructions, but we'll do them from the Mac. I'm going to connect in my Ethernet because it's connected to this MiFi, which does not have internet access. So that's creating a problem where I can't get on the internet. But I have a USB-C to Ethernet adapter that I just plugged in. So I'm hoping, yes. So I'm both connected. Yep, I'm connected with Wi-Fi to this device, and I'm also connected to the internet through Ethernet. Just some of the things, oh, come on. If it's not one thing, it's another. And then there's the whole McShaky thing. So on Mac OS. All right, so we need to go download the Rayhunter release for Mac, because I only downloaded it for Windows on the other one. So here's the latest. And then let's go down to Mac OS. We are on a ARM. How do you know if you're on an ARM or an Intel? Because see, there's two here. If you got a Mac, you would know if you're on an Intel because it's older and it would say it has an Intel inside. ARM is a Mac specific, it's a licensed technology for chips that uses what's called RISC, Reduced Instruction Set Computing, which is a wild story in itself. If you don't know about the Asianometry YouTube channel, go check it out. He does a whole download on where RISC came from. It was some guys over in the UK who came up with an entire model for making chips instead of the way Intel does it, using what's called a reduced instruction set. So it's kind of faster, and it does do faster in some areas. Let's stick this in here. There's the installer. So let's get our terminal open, and let's go to, can I get to it from here? I don't think so. To go to volumes, video 2, and then where did I put that? In something streaming, I think. Yeah, streaming software. And then Rayhunter, and now we have installer. And I think we can do that orbit network. Let's just make sure. I think just doing that will tell us. So now we're running into the fun things on a Mac where it's trying to protect me. I don't need protecting for this, but I got to tell you. So we'll go to here, and then we'll go down to allow anyway. So if you have a Mac and won't let you do something, that's how you fix it. There's another way too, but since we're doing it this way, I'm just going to show you that way. Installer, open anyway, and then there we go. Orbit-network. And before I do that, oh, this thing moved, didn't it? Let you see hopefully what I did there. And then we will, let's go back over here and read the manual. Okay, so the manual says, let's go back to installing network-based installer. Okay, so see, I have to do this -- admin password. And so the command is installer orbit-network -- admin - password space, boom. Sending the file. This looks awesome. It's actually moving the files over. Rebooting. Okay, notice that when it's done rebooting, we'll have to go to 192.168.1:8080. Not sure if you can see that. I mean, I don't know, man. Oh, there it is. There's the green bar. See the green bar at the top? If we get a red bar, that means someone is doing something fishy. But let's get into the website and see what's going on. This is cool, guys. This is like this is a success. It looks like. Took a while to get there. Verizon MiFi reflashed with open source code from the Electronic Frontier Foundation called Rayhunter that it makes it so that this MiFi can now look for what are they called? Stingrays. And a Stingray is a government level fake tower, cell tower, that can do anything from just reap all the EIMEI, EIEIO stuff that's out there. Basically, your serial number that's tied to your cell phone and track you, down to downgrading your phone to as far as 2G so they can install software on it and monitor and listen and all that stuff. It's crazy. But you would never know unless you have one of these going around with you. It's literally just what's called a packet sniffer. It looks for the control signals coming from these government boxes that can be set up. Sometimes they're set up in those little trailers that have the speed detection and tell you to slow down. Sometimes they stick them in there. But how would you know? If you're running one of these, and at the beginning of the stream, I checked and they're on Amazon for $30 used, and then you can probably get them on eBay. We'll check it in a little bit. We'll check on eBay and see what they're going for. But all right, let's go. My laptop disconnected because it rebooted. Let's go back to this Verizon and connect. All right, we're connected. Now we'll go to 192.168.1.1, but this time we'll go to :8080. :8080. And I could probably spend a whole day. Oh, check this out. Rayhunter. It's on here. This is cool. So, yeah, I could spend a whole day talking about port numbers and the OSI model and all the fun, nerdy stuff there. But today's topic is this right here. This is it. And so what we really want to do is just take this around everywhere I go, and that little bar at the top, if it turns red, see this bar at the top, it's green right now. Oh, and they have a colorblind mode too, which is awesome for me because I'm colorblind, but I can see the difference. I can see that is green. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a green bar right there at the top. And if that turns red, that means that it's getting those control packets on the cellular network from a Stingray. And it starts recording with a packet capture. That's what PCAP is. It's a packet capture. And you can download the packet capture and upload it to the Electronic Frontier Foundation and give them more data. And they keep improving this. So the more data they get, the better they can improve it, and the more things that they're going to be able to do with it, which I think is pretty cool because, like, no one's talking about this. Everyone is talking about the stuff I was talking about at the beginning, right? Not FLIR, the AI system that is tracking everyone's vehicles right now illegally, because it's constant. You're under constant surveillance. You're in a surveillance state when you have. My goodness, this is such a pain. I'm not there. Okay, there we go. So let's see, this kind of out of the way. So yeah, so it's like we're in a surveillance state right now because this this AI stuff that we're getting. Like this, let's do that. Um, is it's just it's like anything else, right? The more you give, the more they take. And like, no, I'm not doing anything bad. I'm not worried about, them watching my text history. And oh, and if you don't know, by the way, the back doors and all of our, um, literally all of our cell phone infrastructure. So they put the FBI and government put back doors a long time ago into all of that. And guess who's been in it for more than a year? Starts with C and ends with China. Man, I gotta get some slaps with Trump saying all the crazy stuff he does. But anyway, yeah. So it's one thing for another country to suck. I mean, they've bought all of our genetic code. All of the 23andMe and all those were bought by Chinese companies, so they have all of our genetic code. They're in all of our cell phone cell towers, but so is our government, and they've. This is just yet another way that we're losing constitutional rights because we're not supposed to be subject to unreasonable search. And if we're constantly driving by these where it's turning red, then that means they're surveilling other people with a wide net and we're getting surveilled along with them. I don't want to do that. Like I'm supposed to live in a free country. And so that's one reason I wanted to do this live stream was just to talk about some of those things regarding how to not necessarily fight back, but kinda. I mean, the Electronic Frontier Foundation, they actually do fight, and if you give them more tools to fight with, then there's some senators that they've said on here. Let me just go back to that page. I will turn me off and turn the right screen back on. And you can see here that this is the Electronic Frontier Foundation talking about Rayhunter. And let's see, somewhere down here it said, oh, let's check out eBay. I said we would go look at that. Okay, so there's one for buy it now 1450, an Orbic Speed RC400L Wi-Fi hotspot route. And then you can watch I got it working with my Mac. It seems to be really easy on the Mac. If you don't have a Mac, it's going to be almost exactly the same process on Linux. If you're on Windows, find someone with a Mac because it seems we tried it on Windows, it didn't work. Luckily, it did not brick it because it said you could do that. Here's one for $11. So yeah, a lot of these on eBay, or you can do Amazon. They've got them on there too, used for like $30. But free delivery, $12.96. So if you use it and you're like, there's none in my area, and you're like, okay, I'm done with this, you can go sell it, probably get your money, whatever you paid for it, you probably get it back. Maybe, I don't know. There's a bunch of these for sale. Then let's see. So we figured out how to get in. So for those that are new, I'm just going to do a quick recap. On there was no sticker. The Google told us bad information. It said you need to just look at the sticker. Well, I think they probably put stickers on it when it was first coming out, but now but I don't do that anymore. And so there's a couple of buttons. There's one button at the top. See that button right there? And then there's the power button that you hold down to turn it on. And it comes up with a screen. And the button on the top, this is after you put the battery in. So took the back off because we wanted to look at all of the things inside it and see if there was a sticker under the battery, which there was not. There was FCC IDs and IEMI numbers and model numbers, but we did not see a Wi-Fi password on them. But it does tell you the Wi-Fi password on the config screen for, and on mine, the default 2.4, this is a 5 gig right there. Unfortunately, it's like getting blown out. Let's see if I can change the exposure on this, because it's not doing great with the temperature. No, exposure. Let's take the exposure way down. Does that help? Yeah, that helps. Okay. So see it, Wi-Fi has 2.4 and 5 gig. And when we went into, and then that's where it tells you the password and the SSID. But on mine, it actually didn't show anything for 5 gig because it wasn't enabled. Because when you go to device settings, this is where you enable and disable the different bands. And 2.4 was the only one by default on mine that was turned on. 5 gig was turned off. Mobile data, you want to keep that on because that is your cellular modem that you're going to use. Oh. That's your cellular modem that you're going to use to pick up that the Stingray is tracking. We didn't use up USB. This is a USB option back in the old days before we had Wi-Fi tethering available on everything. You could also plug USB into your laptop or your computer and get on the internet through the cellular network. This is one of those old-timey things called a MiFi. But there's 2.4. You go in it by pushing the power button once, and then there is the password. That's also the admin password. So in the instructions that we looked at over here, on the documentation, it said run this installer application, and you basically just download the zip file that has this command in it, this installer command, and then all the files onto your computer, and then you're executing this with orbit-network and then --admin-password and then a tick, and then that SSID password that was on that screen, and then the closing tick. And then it just went through and installed it. And this was from the Mac that I had connected to that MiFi. So that's it. Let's see if I can find, I do want to show some of the videos. Let's make this fun, you know? That's like one of the things I really wanted to do was do something fun. And I found some cool videos that ChatGPT actually found for me. And I'm going to ask it. Let's see. I need to pull OBS back up so I can make sure you guys see what I'm seeing. And I'll just show you how I talk to ChatGPT. I'll put him on screen. Hey, Shadow of Chaos 89. What's up? Thanks for joining. So I'm going to say, can you give me Um, the fun break videos. One was in Vietnam. Viet frickin' Nam! One was in Vietnam. Maybe that's enough for you to remember, you weird computer. Funny. No. I had asked you to get me 3 drone videos to play during breaks. And you gave them in some song prompts for me to use. Oh, I remember that. What you mean now? Those were the fun break intermission drone clips I curated for your stream. Upbeat, visually striking aerials you could drop between scenes with Suno music prompts to match the vibe. Here's the full set, recreated exactly for your OBS breaks. All right. I guess this one's just some pretty stuff. Yeah, cinematic drone footage. So I've been to China, right across the border from Vietnam, and it was beautiful. They had these crazy, weird, spiky mountain pointy peak things. Oh wow, look at that. It was really pretty. I wish I would have had drones back then to bring with me. Of course, they probably would have. That was one of the crazy things. You had to give your passport to the front desk of every hotel you check into. Like as soon as you got to the city, to the hotel, you check in, you give them your passport. They give your passport to the police station, the local police station, because they're tracking you. If I would have known then what I know now, I would have bought a track phone, a disposable phone, because what I know now, especially with this Rayhunter that we just got through installing, it's, I've talked about it before, there's a program called Pegasus. They can get into your phone and the instant you turn it on when you get to another country, and they can load software so that they can turn on your camera, your GPS, your microphone, all without you knowing. All of that. I mean, they can do that here in the US too, and they probably do, but they don't tell you about it. But the first way they get into your phone is with a Stingray, and we now know how to build a Stingray Hunter. And if you want to, you can go on eBay and get one. Yeah, look, see those mountains? I saw mountains like that in China. See, that's pretty, but as an FPV pilot, I just want to dive that. I don't want to just take a pretty 5-10 second, panning picture of it. I want to dive those. I want to power that screen light or whatever. Music mix is too loud. Sorry about that. Thanks for letting me know, Jason. That's good to know. I was saying, I went to China near Vietnam, and if I would have known what I know now about this Rayhunter and the Stingrays and what these different people can do, I would have bought a track phone and took it with me. Because basically, the instant you connect to one of these devices, and they're probably just built into the cell phone towers in China, just like we have. Like I was talking about earlier, we have all these back doors into all the cellular and phone networks in the U.S. And China is completely hacked into all of them. All of them. I'll give you an example. Let's say you're going for your clearance to work on government stuff, and they send a person over to speak to your spouse without you home, because they want to ask questions like, have you guys ever sent inappropriate naked pictures of each other to each other? And you'd be like, well, why would that matter? Well, luckily for us, I guess, because, you know, we were, we're old. Like, I'm 50. And we didn't have cell phones. We didn't have text messaging. It was called long distance, and landlines, and long phone cables tied to the phone on the wall. And, yeah, same, Jason. I'm really glad to live in the U.S. It was fun to see the Great Wall and travel all the way down, eventually to Hong Kong, planes, trains, and automobiles. And so anyway, the reason they ask that is because, you know, could someone leverage you if they had information that might be embarrassing to you? That's the reason. Well, why would anyone have it? I don't know, maybe because China has all of those pictures in their cloud somewhere. So Jason, your pee-pee pictures are in China. That's all right. What are they going to do with them? Probably nothing. But dude, I've been on the phone over there and heard the monitors in the background. Like, it's crazy. Well, that was pretty. Let's go to another video. Let's see what other one. City Lights, Desert Horizon. No, ChatGPT. This is not what I asked for. No, I asked for videos of rooms saving animals and stuff like that. Yeah, search the web. Drone saves lost dog from coyote. That sounds cool.
That might be him. That's him.
Jordan.
That's him.
Okay, where's it at? I'm telling you, we heard him barking. We said it.
Yep.
Where's it at? Where's it at?
All right. Hang on. I'm gonna pin it.
We gotta find. He's on that board. Look.
Hey.
He's got the light.
Hang on. Scan that QR code. That's exactly where he's at.
Should you want me to get the
Would be super helpful.
And I'll
So this was in
with the
Arkansas.
spotlight right on top of him. You see that right there?
Could I call him? Should I call him?
No,
It's
just.
making me download something to do it.
Oh.
Dog's
you could
name
go
is
to your
Whiskey.
Google Maps. Yeah.
It was a 4-hour search.
No! Don't look.
What?
Don't look, Cook.
Oh, man.
Damn it.
The coyote snatched it. Oh. In high definition. He shone the light at it and scared it off. Did he? No.
All right, he let him go.
Oh, yeah, he did.
All right. He let go. I'm right over the top of your dog.
Whiskey! I'm
Yeah, see, he's shown us a searchlight, a spotlight down on it. So this is probably like a DJI Mavic Enterprise.
Can we use
He's still.
He's still breathing.
Whiskey? I don't need the fucking.
Yep.
All right, let's fast forward to where they get him.
I'll record. I'm right over the top of him.
He's right over the top of him. He's not stopping.
That is thick. I've been in the Arkansas
Just get out and
wilderness.
charging.
Oh, there goes the car.
Somebody stop. Yeah, he's just. They feed grass.
There he is. They're on him. They're on him. They're on him.
You're all set in.
Stop, stop, stop. Just get out and just charging. Get out and charging.
They're gonna run over him.
Just grab him, Mark. Is that him?
Got him.
Harper got him.
Got him.
Yay!
Got him.
Awesome.
Saved his life.
Wow.
Okay, bye.
That was insane.
Flashing him.
Holy moly.
All right, cool.
That was awesome. All right. Cold thermal. Okay, rescue in the cold. Thermal drone saves an animal in the cold. Let's watch one more, and then I'll end the stream.
Hungry, scared, and lost in an when she ran off, young and unfamiliar with the area.
Kemba, a young Australian shepherd, went missing during a walk in the woods. Her family was devastated. Days passed, harsh weather, no leads. Then our thermal drone picked up her heat signature, curled up cold by creek. Watched this heartwarming story of technology, teamwork, and the love of a family who never gave up. Yeah, I've got a guy that he asked me if I would build him a drone for doing pet search and rescue. And I told him I could, but honestly, like this kind of drone from DJI is just the way to go. You know, like this setup here is about 15 grand, and it's got everything you need. And these enterprise drones, they'll fly for at least 45 minutes usually. And you've got infrared, you've got laser distance finders, you've got everything. I mean, they're made for doing this kind of stuff. In other states, you can have businesses doing deer recovery, because there's hunters that will shoot a deer and then they can't find it, and like they lose the blood trail or whatever. They know it's probably dead somewhere, they don't know where. And these companies, it's not legal here in Colorado, but it's legal in other countries, other states. So
It's small, but we'll check it out.
Nearby.
This field running
Right,
this direction.
right.
Yep, more horse.
this one doesn't seem as, there he is. There he's curled
Hold
up.
up right there beside the water.
So they were just looking at deer and stuff earlier.
That's not that
Man,
far.
can you imagine if you lost your dog
What do you think, Bryson?
for like days,
And this time, within
and then all of a sudden, like someone pulls up a drone and you get to see your puppy just shivering on the side of the river like that, waiting for you to come get him?
zeroed in. Before sending Jared and Bryson in, we coached them. Guidance, approaching slowly with food in hand.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
she's hungry. She's eating. All right. Yeah, she's happy to see him. She's wagging her tail.
Yeah, man. Deer meat's good.
Safe, sound, and back with her people.
My boss is out elk hunting,
Clearly,
and
worn out, but happy. These
year
reunions
before
make
last,
every hour
he got
every
one,
challenge
and
completely worth
he
it.
brought extra meat up to the office and put it in the freezer and said, just anybody that
But
wants it
takes
can grab
art,
it. So I grabbed
strategy,
some.
and teamwork to bring them home. If your pet is missing or you're thinking about starting your own drone
All
recovery
right.
service, check
That
out
was
our
cool.
national
Well,
network.
hopefully you guys that are still here, I mean, I'm just blown away that people jumped in to watch and just love it. It's great. And if you want me to do some more, I'm not going to live stream when I do the flying around with my drone and this Rayhunter, but I am going to what am I going to do? I'm going to video what I do with it, like driving around. And yeah, thanks, great, Scott. Appreciate it. And let me see, I actually have an outro. And you guys have a good night. Appreciate you. And we'll see you. I do. Oh, you know what? Before I leave, I've got a Patreon now. It's like $2 a month, just so that I can keep riffraff out of the Discord. If you can't handle that, let me know. I'll get you in there anyway. So let me put the link to that out here. And partly that like just makes me, if I have Patreons, even if you're just paying $2 a month, which is like nothing, right? Kind of makes me feel like I've got to keep it up, keep going. And I want to keep going. But sometimes it helps to have a little push. How do I get that on here? Where's my chat? Where's my chat? Where'd my chat go? There it is. Control E. There's that. And I will pin that message. Cool. All right, so that's all for tonight. We got this thing working. It's got a big battery in it. I think I could probably go a few days at least on this battery, and then just plug it into USB-C every now and then. But got the green bars, so they're not watching me here. And I'm gonna just start driving around with it, and I video it. I'll bring my GoPro, and if I find it turned red anywhere, then we'll get into a video on how to upload it to the Electronic Frontier Foundation and get them some more data. And then I'm also going to be doing builds, drone builds. I've got a setup for that over here that I'm working on, where I've got a Canon face down that I can get some good video of my build table. So I've got a lot of projects to work on, and I figure I'll video them. So sometimes I'll pre-plan a stream, and sometimes I'll just jump in. So Nightbot, no idea what Nightbot is. I've been using ChatGPT to help me get set up, and we'll see. I appreciate the offer. I'll let you know if I end up wanting to do that. My next step is to get text to speech, because I want to be able to do that so I don't miss anything. But good night. Thanks, everybody. Later. Outro. There it is.